It's like having cake for breakfast. What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. Today we're doing another full week of eating. I know we're all super excited to get into the food, so I'm gonna make this disclaimer really quick. But as always, this is just for some meal ideas and inspiration. You guys know I'm a student. I love quick and easy meals, but I also want them to be healthy and nourishing. This is also not everything that I eat. I don't always have my camera on me, so I don't always film. There's definitely some drinks and some snacks sprinkled out throughout the week that I just don't get a chance to film. If you do like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up because it really helps out my channel. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe so you can come hang out with me every week, see what I eat. So yeah, grab a beverage, grab a snack, grab a meal, and let's get into the video. Alright, if you guys have seen any of my other videos, you guys know I love to start my day with oats, and lately I've been loving these carrot cake oats. The recipe for these oats and any other recipes in this video will either be typed out or linked in the description box below. Spend the summer in this beach house, 'cause I was trying to play my part. Alright, and there is the final product. Anyone who says that breakfast is not the best meal of the day is, they don't know what's up, because it is. It just is. Like, oh, so good. It's like having cake for breakfast. I'm gonna go enjoy this, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. I don't know, dear, just how far we'll go, but I hope here is where I lay low, trade those late nights for early sunrise. So on Monday morning, I wanted to make up some snacks to have throughout the week, and Christmas and holiday baking is probably one of my favorite things ever. So of course, I decided to make some chewy gingerbread molasses cookies. These are absolutely delicious, and the recipe for these is up on my Instagram, so I will have that linked in the description box below as well. So I had to go into school later in the day on Monday, so I just cooked up some quinoa and put that in a container with some squash. I also sauteed up some tempeh on the stove as well, and I added some kale. And I also made up some of my maple mustard dressing. It's super simple. It's just mustard, maple syrup, some tahini, a little bit of smoked paprika, and I just took that with me to school. What you can't control. Okay, so I just got home from shift. It's very late. It's like 8:30 now. And to be honest, I don't really want to cook. I just want to eat something. So I think I'm just going to throw a bunch of leftovers in a pan and just kind of heat it up and eat that. So that's what we're feeling tonight. So I have some leftover rice, some leftover soup. I'll probably just throw that in a pan with some tofu and just warm it all up. Maybe throw in some spinach. So I'm just at work right now. I had to leave my house pretty early this morning, so I just brought my leftover oats from yesterday, and I brought some tahini to put on top and a little bit of coconut, and I'm super extra, but I just brought my own bowl as well. So I'm just gonna put it in a bowl and top it off with the coconut, and yeah, that's gonna be my breakfast. Without saying, but you're my best friend. My second earth, with kisses like a song you so once. I decided to treat myself to a little Starbucks, so I just went for a little walk and got that. I got a matcha latte, so I'm gonna drink this while I do some more. I had to lower my chair. I'm just on a break for my lunch right now. So I just brought the lunch that I packed yesterday. It's basically the same thing. Quinoa, tempeh, squash, and kale. And I added some sprouts and some sauerkraut. And then for my dressing today, I just brought some of the baba ganoush that I made last week. So the recipe for that is on my Instagram. Yeah, I'll catch up with you guys when I eat something more exciting. Hopefully dinner will be more exciting, so we'll just skip ahead to that. All right, and welcome to dinner. This pasta sauce is so good. I can't believe that it's made out of tofu. That's insane. This is definitely gonna be my new go-to pasta sauce because this is just, it's so good. So on Wednesday, I was feeling some pumpkin pie spice oatmeal, so I just used up some leftover squash that I had in the fridge and added that to my oats. I totally forgot to add dates and I ended up having to add them after, which is why they're not in the video, but needless to say, you should add dates.
Saying that's so raven, please be patient. Tell me what your sun sign's saying. Or could you ever love a Gemini? Could you? Hey, yeah. I try to reason I'm Aquarius rising, but you've already gone and made up your mind, and your mind's not mine. Like what's mine is yours. Like when you take all the bets when we share it.
So for lunch on Wednesday, I had to go into school again. So I just made up a sandwich to take with me. I just put on it some avocado, some of my maple mustard sauce, and I just sauteed up some tempeh. And I also added some sprouts and spinach and some balsamic glaze. And I just took that with me to school.
On the way where the night goes, tell me what time to pick you up.
I don't think I had tofu scramble in the past 2 weeks, which is a crime. You guys know I love my tofu scramble, so I'm going to make that up. And then I think I'm also going to make up a little chickpea savory waffle on the side in my waffle iron because I saw it the other day and I was like, oh, I should make a waffle sometime. So I think we're gonna do tofu scramble with a savory chickpea waffle and probably the other half of the avocado that I had from my lunch today. So I'm gonna go whip that up. Good morning, guys. So no one is surprised I'm gonna make oats again for breakfast. I have some leftover sweet potato in the fridge, so I think I'm just gonna throw that in a blender with my oats, some salt, some cinnamon. I think I'm gonna add some maca powder, my dates, and I'm gonna blend that up. And that sounds really good. So I'm gonna go whip that up and I'll show you guys the final product. Oh, and I'm also going to add in flaxseed as well. And I think I'm just going to top that off with some chopped walnuts and tahini. I don't even know why I'm showing me tasting them because I know that they're gonna be good. I'm gonna go eat these and I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. So for lunch on Thursday, I wanted to try and make some zucchini fritters. To be honest, they turned out okay. There's definitely some mistakes that I made, but I just started out by grating up and squeezing out the moisture from a large zucchini. Then I added it to a bowl with some leeks. I also added an egg to help bind everything, and then a few tablespoons of chickpea flour. And then I made the mistake of adding tofu. I just had it in the fridge and I thought I'd use it up, but I think there was just too much moisture in it and it made them kind of soggy. They still tasted okay though. The texture was just a little bit off, so I'm definitely gonna work on the recipe, and then once I have it better perfected, I'll let you guys know. But I topped it off with a bunch of tahini, which makes everything taste good, so it was pretty good. I'm super excited because I ordered this on Amazon and it just came in the mail today, but it is a tiny little crock pot. Some of the ladies at my work have this. They plug it in first thing in the morning and they can warm up their lunch so that it's like hot when they're ready to eat it at lunch. And with winter and everything, I really wanted to get one so that I can make warm meals and then have them at work. But yeah, it's not like the cutest thing. It's so tiny. Anyway, I just wanted to show you because I'm super excited. So for dinner on Thursday, I decided to make up kind of a veggie tempeh rice bowl, and I just made up the exact same sauce that I had made up earlier in the week, and I just sauteed up my vegetables with a bit of balsamic vinegar, added in some spinach, and then cooked up my tempeh as well. And I just had that all on top of a big bowl of rice with my veggies, my tempeh, and then I added on some sauerkraut, some of the sauce, and some of the balsamic glaze, and that was my dinner on Thursday.
Picnic with my best friends. We start to plan what we will do.
So I'm just at work for lunch today. This morning I just packed up some of my soup in my tiny little crock pot. I'm seriously just obsessed with anything that's kind of like out of proportion. Like anything that's abnormally large or abnormally tiny, I just find it the cutest thing. I don't know if that's kind of weird, but I'm super excited. So I'm gonna go eat this. I will catch up with you guys when I get home, maybe for a snack or dinner. I also just brought a few slices of bread to have with that.
Romance loving 20-something woman wants midnight impact.
So for dinner on Friday, I really wanted to try and make kind of like crispy tofu nuggets. So I just started by chopping up my tofu, and then I just made a little dredge with pepper, nutritional yeast, almond flour, garlic powder, and smoked paprika. And I just dipped my tofu in some coconut aminos and then rolled it around in my dredge. I also roasted up some veggies to have on the side. You guys know I like to just gently steam my veggies and then roast them, and that's how I find you get the best texture. And then I just plated it all up with my veggies. I roasted up a sweet potato, my tofu, some sauerkraut, and of course I had to top it all off with tahini, and that was my dinner. The tofu was actually super crispy and delicious, so I would highly recommend giving them a try. Don't worry, you ain't gotta come to conclusions this early. Don't worry, baby, don't worry. Go and get some sleep while you always in a hurry. You got bigger things planned for you, don't